Well, so the reviews blew my mind for one thing. I mean, one, I've been in business for 34 years. The whole process was actually something I should have done a long time ago because even though I've been in business for 34 years, clients locally know me, they know what's going on, but if you're digitally kind of invisible, which is basically I had not even claimed my Google profile. I had not ever asked a client for a review. And there were a couple, like two or three really bad reviews out there that weren't even really related to us. They were related to they had a trouble with IRS and, just stuff that wasn't even in our control anyway, that people had just gone on and done reviews. And frankly, that was my attitude about Google reviews. I mean, only people that are pissed are going to go on there and do them, right? I mean, unless give them an incentive or give them a free something or whatever. But what I was blown away by, how simple the process was, we sent this to my, about 1,000 clients. Within, 2 weeks, we had 60, 70, I think it's up to about 100 right now, reviews, all 5-star, all, glowing, love Deborah, worked with her for, decades. I mean, she's amazing. Her team is amazing, and I just didn't even realize that missing gap. I mean, it was a blind spot for me, frankly, because my business is successful. I get tons of referrals. I have client acquisition through joint ventures. I have people that refer me. I go to networking events. I speak. I'm like, why do I need to worry about that? Blew me away because we have a process when people do come in. This was right before tax season that we did it. When people come in, we ask them, I usually say, so which of my clients do I need to thank for referring you to me? And usually they're like, oh, or I saw you speaking or whatever. Literally, it's over 50 new clients that said, hey, I'm new to the area and I looked at your reviews and they were amazing. I almost fell out of my chair. I mean, I was like, and think about this. I mean, I haven't done the actual numbers, but just give you an idea. An average tax return personal is around $500. A business return is around $1,500. So a business personal package is around $2,000. We got several of those, but the reality is the lifetime value of those clients, because I have been in business for 34 years. I still have clients that have been around for 34 years. And I mean, literally the average, life cycle of a client of mine is over 10 years. I mean, and so if you think about how much value, I mean, it's multiple six figures. I mean, not today, but I bet it's around six figures for this year, right? And since tax season, we still have people following up. I mean, it's out there all the time. So it's not like just, okay, tax season's over, we're done. It just blew me away. And honestly, the young people in my office were the ones that made us first have this conversation, because they're like, oh, we look at a review even when we go to eat food. I mean, it's just a difference of generational a little bit. I mean, I'm just like I'm used to relying on personal recommendation, my own opinions, but that's not how the world is working really right now. So it's like evolve or die. So I evolved and it made me a lot of money. I mean, you just don't realize. And it was such an easy, simple process too. And actually not very expensive. When you think, I don't even remember, it was nothing. I mean, I don't remember what the cost of it was, but it was not much compared to the amount of today revenue already in the bank, already, making me more money somewhere else. And because in like a lot of service-based businesses like mine, there are recurring revenue associated with a new customer. It's not like a one and done, like I, made them remodeled their house and I won't see them again for, 10 years. These people are coming back, like I said, some of them for 3 decades. So it's pretty amazing how much a little tweak, and especially with the automation that goes around it, because I mean, I have been in business for 30 years. We started out, one computer and a huge big monitor that you could barely carry was all you had needed back then. And it has evolved in 3 decades. And, I'm not the most techie savvy, but you don't have to be if you've got the tech behind you. You don't have to think about it. It's already monetized. It's already bringing us back top of mind with existing clients. It's providing some social media content, which is, and the reality is it's just the automation that makes it so wonderful. If you had to think about a way to get clients to do the reviews, we've thought about it before. We were going to have an iPad out front and have a little link, but the reality is I had not even claimed my Google profile, so it wasn't going to do any good.
And also about this, you're not allowed to ask your clients anymore in your establishment to leave your reviews on Google, because as of April 2026, they changed their policy. So they will recognize that. And if there's lots of reviews coming from that same IP address, if they're connected to your Wi-Fi or Google Maps, if they have got this turned on, Google always knows where you're at anyway. And if there's reviews coming from the same address or the same location, they will remove them. So that wouldn't work
So can you
anyway.
not even put like a QR code to
Not
your,
allowed.
I mean, even if they later leave and say, hey, don't do it till you get home or whatever. I mean,
Yeah, if you can only do it via automation. You can send them a QR code and say, "Hey, click here to whatever," right? But you are not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to ask them in the establishment because Google wants like more authentic reviews and all that.
right. But I think that's one thing that also was an eye opener for me a little bit is how willing and how like, sure, I mean, we're glad to give you a review. I mean, I guess, I mean, you're doing well when your business increases year over year over year for 3 decades, and people, must like what you're doing for them because they've been coming back for a long time. But how willing people are, if it's easy, if it's just in their email, sure, click and do it. I mean, that's really the whole thing is the automation. I mean, there's a lot of things I would do if I didn't have to go look for a link or I didn't have to go figure out what I was doing. And so all the automation of this whole thing where we're sending the link out to them, but then also it's dumping into my social media, which really needed a little bit of attention anyway. It's that's really the benefit of it is being able to have because the reality is, I mean, pre-pandemic, what did they say? 8 to 10 touches to get a new client. That number is probably twice that much now. So anything you can do to stay top of mind is going to help you. And the people that aren't doing it, don't even realize the erosion in their revenue stream until it's too late, probably. It's kind of like the boil of the frog. They're like, wait a minute, where'd all the customers go? Because somebody's out there doing all this automation. And they're probably not, I mean, this is, I've had this conversation before. The person who's getting all the attention, who's getting the new clients, it may be not even the best service provider, maybe not even the best content provider. It's the one who is visible and who is doing this consistently. And consistency, no matter what your motivation is not going to happen without automation.
100%, yes. Yes. And what you say, it provided a lot of value to you too, because you are looking at acquisition at some point too, to strengthen your brand position really out there that, the buyers also go out and check your authority online. Would you say that was helpful?
For sure, for sure. I mean, they look at that. Plus, I'm wondering too, because some of the people said that like I showed up in like a chat search of the best accountants in the area. And I feel like that Google presence is what was pulling me up in chat.
So good.
Things have really changed. When I first started, I mean, I've had a website for a long time. I mean, obviously 30 years, I was one of the first ones to have a website. And, back in the days when the Google algorithm kind of ranked you based on length of your, longevity, I came up in searches all the time. Now, I mean, before this, I haven't looked recently. I would be like on page 3 or 4. I mean, nobody goes to page 3 or 4. When you do a search or whatever. So the fact that you're coming up, I know when I do a lot of chat searching myself, the fact that I'm listed in probably the 4 or 5 people they're recommending of all the accountants in this area, that's pretty powerful.
It's amazing, yeah. What time span was this when all these clients showed up? So we started the campaign. I think we only ran it for 10 days and when you got all these 70 odd reviews. And then tax season was right after that, right? Like a week or two after that.
We did it like January, I think, and that went immediately into tax season. Well, we started, I think, before January, but it took a while to claim my own profile, which was kind of crazy. But once we got the profile claimed and everything, it really started rocking and rolling. And so the reviews were still trickling out. I mean, a lot of them happened in that first like 7 days, and then they were kind of trickling. All of that revenue happened in a 90-day period, right? And it's still coming in, and most of it's recurring. Those people
Amazing.
will come back next year, and so if you just kept it going, it blows my mind. I mean, we're so busy. I mean, we've got a lot of other things going on, but I would say that one of the biggest drivers of the new clients right now is just from people finding us online, which has been not the case for the past decade, for sure. Well, the thing is, I would recommend the automation for sure. I mean, if you're trying to figure out a way to do this, why figure it out? It's kind of like I could, figure out how to work out right, but I use a personal trainer. It's kind of the same thing. Just let somebody give you the system that already works, which is it. I'm telling you, it works. And don't wait. I mean, every day people are looking for what you have to do. So every day that you don't have it out there is another day that somebody else that had a better, profile, had more reviews, is getting your business that needs to be in your bank account.